Welcome back. This time we get into Upfront, and this evening in studio with me I have Miss Connie Howard. She's a Peace Corps attached to the Ministry of Youth Empowerment and the woman behind the 25 Most Remarkable Teen program. Good evening, Miss Howard, and welcome to Upfront.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Tell me, why do you think it is important to have a program like that for young people, giving recognition?
Well, I think that so much of the media emphasizes the negative behavior of young people, and it's really only 10% that get 90% of the attention. So this is a youth recognition program that honors the accomplishments of young people who have committed to their lives in their non-traditional categories such as citizenship, courage to overcome adversity, community service, talent, skills, dance, drama. There's a number of categories, and it gives the kids that really are committed to their lives, it gives them a chance to pull them out of the shadows and let them be honored for believing in themselves and having that intrinsic motivation.
So after they're recognized, after they're awarded, do you keep in contact with them and keep up to date with their academic progression, like how they proceed?
Absolutely.
And
I want to stress this is not an academic award. In fact, academics, although most of them are good students, it is not a requirement. What we've done is, after the success of last year's program, is that we have expanded the program to create a youth council. And Kennedy Pemberton, who's a senior youth officer with the Ministry of Youth, and I meet with these 25 kids monthly, and we do things like build job, we just did a workshop resume. Now each and every one of them have a resume. We teach job interview skills. We discuss issues that are important to them. They've nominated and elected an executive committee that I meet with bi-monthly, setting agendas. So we're kind of taking them into leadership roles and making them more able to gain the confidence that they need to be successful. We also, one other aspect of this is we also created a youth volunteer corps, and these kids are responsible for recruiting their peers to contract and give 25 hours a year to various community service projects on the island. And that's been, so in other words, the 15 minutes that they receive their award turns into a year of a lot of, as a working council, and a lot of learning on both sides.
So how are they coping? Is it intimidating for them, or are they accepting it open-mindedly? They're happy about it?
From my perspective, they're enjoying it. They've built a real camaraderie, a comfort level. They've begun to trust that their voices are important, that they have things to contribute. And from my 30 years of working with young people, I believe that one of the most important things you can do is build relationships with kids and keep your word. And I think that this is a federal program now because we've expanded to Nevis, and I think the federal government is behind it in terms of believing that what we're doing with these kids is not just for these 25, but inspiring to youth across the Federation.
So you are now in Nevis?
Yeah.
And how does the minister, Minister Daniel, he's in charge, right? How does he feel?
Well, he seemed to be very pleased when Kennedy and I went there. He endorsed the program. We are working with one of the youth officers through community development. Her name is Diana Pemberton. We met with the principals of each of the 3 secondary schools, and everybody seems to be on board. We were there the other day. We did a television interview. We're excited about it. Logistically, it's a little bit more difficult. Everyone who is nominated is interviewed with the same questions, the same matrix, so it's a very fair evaluation. There are no political parts of this, or it is completely all based on the merits of the young people. So there is a competition between Nevis and St. Kitts, but this particular program isn't about competition. It's really about identifying those young people in specific categories that are set apart from their peers.
Okay, finally, nomination has begun. And how long is it?
Nominations have begun. Nomination forms are available at all secondary schools in St. Kitts and in Nevis, at the Department of Youth here in St. Kitts. The nominations end on June 15th, and then the interview process will start after that.
Well, I wish you all the best. We're out of time. I could have spoken to you for a good...
as you can see, I could talk about this forever.
But we are out, so I want to wish you all the best.
Well, thank you.
And I hope you'll be back soon to talk to us again.
Thank you, and thank you for having us. And everybody out there, if you know a young person who is has that internal motivation to commit to their lives, please pick up a nomination form and get it into us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've been looking at Upfront. We'll be back with the regional segment of the news following this break. Stay tuned.